events.
Oh yeah.
This is no guarantee. So, I think Jack should introduce it. Just look straight at the fucking camera and just do something weird.
Welcome to the first Vibe Sport podcast. I'm joined with Ben, Harrison. Yeah, that's you, and Latina, other known as Luke. We are going to be speaking about last week's events, as we can't predict the future, unfortunately.
Sadly.
Oh, I'd love to say that Barnsley win tonight 4-0 against Chelsea. Patrick Smith hat-trick guaranteed.
Thiago Silva debut.
Kepa's not in net though, so
yeah, no.
they're not going to win, are they? Because Kepa.
Well, no, Papadoman's in net, so. Anyway, not talking about that.
Yeah.
No. Not talking about that. We're looking at the last 7 days before this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in football recently, it's been all over the show. There's the Premier League and the Championship's restarted a few weeks ago.
About to get shut down again, isn't it?
Yeah.
At this rate.
And it's kind of snowball effect in a way, because there's been a lot more viewership, obviously, because more stuff has been televised, because fans are not allowed in stadiums at all until October 1st. What was going to be the date, but look what's happened. It's not.
First day back. We're going to be 17th of October against Bristol City. That's not happening.
No. Probably would have lost.
Sorry.
Probably would have lost.
You see, my acting skills are BAFTA worthy. I don't know if BAFTA's an acting award, but you know.
Yeah, I think it is an acting award, but we'll give you a BAFTA or an Oscar, either one.
BAFTA Oscar.
Yeah, just flash them to you.
Sounds like a Hungarian dish.
BAFTA Oscar.
Yes.
But yeah, the leagues have started back up, and obviously the championship's a championship, with it not being predictable at all, with teams doing all right, doing better than what they expected, and the Premier League's just a Premier League where it's
the Premier League.
Yeah, the Premier League.
It's all about money.
It's money basically.
But because it is still the transfer window, what's very different compared to usual years where it's a bit later. There is still comings and goings from across all 4 leagues. So I'd like to say, what do you think is the best signing for your clubs collectively? We've got a Rotherham, we've got a Wednesday, we've got a Barnsley, we've got a Liverpool, #Glory of Sport. I don't even at me, but no. But, we're going to start with Harrison. What do you feel like is your best signing this summer so far? Well, autumn.
Really put me in a spot here. I don't know.
If you say one particular one, I can tell you instantly why it's not.
Centre back, McDonald.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because he was paired up with both Mark Roberts and Alfie Mawson.
Good centre backs.
Good centre backs that never let out past them. Angus McDonald was sort of like, it's sort of like to Liverpool what Joe Gomez and Joe Matip are.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yeah.
He's basically like Championship level. He's basically what Joe Gomez and Joe Matip are to Liverpool.
He played on Saturday. He didn't put a foot wrong.
Don't get me wrong. He is a good player in his own right, but he was always in the shadow of Roberts or Mawson.
Yeah.
But best probably say Sadlier from Doncaster.
Yeah, that is a good signing. He were also linked with Barnsley.
All Doncaster fans have said he was their best player by far.
I've seen some goals he scored last season.
Well, they said that about Mellot Wilkes, didn't they? The way he did at Barnsley.
In his first game, a pure shithouser in his first game, but then after that, did nothing.
He just went downhill.
Yeah. Well, I've heard other Barnsley fans say his attitude.
Oh, it was shocking. Like, I know Dimi Cavares were bad last year, and Dimi Cavares could arguably have been the best player in the Championship, but his attitude stunk.
Did you see what happened to him? I thought he had a lot of potential.
Oh,
he did.
I thought he was going to be good.
But do you know where he's gone now? Sion in Switzerland.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's just his attitude. He could be such a good footballer, but his attitude is shocking.
I'm just going to pretend I know who you're talking about.
Right back.
Dimi Cavares.
That French right back.
You don't know who Dimi Cavares is?
He were a low-end Premier League player, like minimum.
He were
an absolute baller.
He was a good player, but his just attitude was shocking. And it's the same with Malik Wilkes. He did so good in his first game for Barnsley, like against Fulham.
Yeah.
And then from then on, it was just like he'd done his bit.
It's because he felt like, I feel like from his perspective, he felt that he had the recognition from the fans straight away, because what he did.
Yeah, that was probably what it was, and that everybody loved him because he took like an age to come off at pitch. He were clapping, he were winding up Fulham players up. Bettinelli had a few words with him, but then he went off and he did that little wink at camera, and then I think he thought his duties at Barnsley were done.
Yeah, after the first game.
Yeah, seems it.
But yeah, back to the original question. What do you think your best signing is this summer?
Savia. From Donny.
Full stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
full stop.
Underline.
He also needs a trim like you as well, Ben.
Anyway,
Slightly harsh. I can't afford it right now.
we're filming this on a Wednesday, so we're going to chuck it to the Wednesday support. I'm fine now! Anyway. What I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by my phone.
By the camera.
Yeah, by the camera.
It's not the phone.
It's not a phone.
The camera.
We'll give it to Luke, because we are filming this on a Wednesday, like I said.
Oh, yes.
Before that fell over.
Latina.
What is Wednesday's best summer signing?
Well, to be fair, compared to most EFL clubs, they probably had the biggest like strip out ever. Because literally, they took like how many players left? Probably a good 6 or 7, just literally gone.
Yeah.
Got rid of them, which were beneficial because of the wages that they were on. Yeah, there were some players that we lost. That at the start though, lost Morgan Fox, lost Fletcher, which weren't great to be fair. But I've been quite happy with the signs that we've made. We've made some good signs. If they keep fit, then they'll be all right. But there's some that I'm questioning already due to like they didn't come very fit.
Mm-hmm.
So Dunkley's currently not fit at all at the moment.
Yeah.
Izzy Brown's he's very questionable because if he stays fit, he's fine, but he's got a good record of not staying fit.
He's also got a good record of like batting about different championship clubs and not
Yeah.
being mediocre.
Yeah, that's what I've seen
Good
with
enough for
Wednesday signings as well. Like their signings on paper look like very good, but there's a lot more than just.
But
looking
yeah, on
paper.
paper it looks very good, but then you delve into statistics and stuff, and
No.
well, it's not. We know it's not all about statistics.
It's-
Football's unpredictable, but it's just a case of like you've got to look at performances rather than stats, as in goals, assists.
Yeah.
You've got to look at them match performances, and if they're like below par, then I don't think it's a worthwhile signing. So I mean, that's my view on it. It's whether you agree.
I'd say the best signing we could have got back is that we got Joshua Windass back. Very cheap, to be fair. Yeah.
You'll just anger me about that game last season. The world's
Oh, yeah.
jammiest. I swear down, you all scored the world's jammiest
That
goals
weren't.
against us.
No, to be fair, he still had to take the shot. Don't forget.
It did, but just don't forget that we tackled you. It hit our other player and went straight through to
And
him.
literally Dawson literally fucking messed it up, and literally you just kicked it like into an open
Yeah,
net.
but Dawson could have controlled that.
Have you
Anderson tackled him. It hit his knee and went straight through to Windass.
Yeah. Right. So what do you think your best signing is?
I'd say Windass because not only has he been good so far, he's scored I think twice already. He's been really good. He's also a good strike partner to try and get Jordan Rhodes going a little bit. 'Cause Jordan Rhodes,
I'm surprised you didn't ship him out. to be
I know,
honest.
I don't know why he's not shipped out, but to be fair, I'd have kept. There's not really many options we could have kept with him because first year he needed to leave because he's been. I don't know how he's managed to go to a Serie A side like that, like Udinese.
It's because they're all racist in Italy.
It's he were originally going to
So
go.
is he?
I think he were originally going to go back to Watford, but Watford own that club as well. So Watford
Oh, yeah.
decided to instead of him going to Watford, they want to send him back to Italy and just sign him there,
Mhm.
which is fair enough. But he were most likely going to be. Don't know why Watford had wanted him to be fair because he's not really shown his form since bloody 2017. But no, Rhodes he scored. Not that it were a fantastic goal to be fair. It was just an easy tap in.
Do you know what annoyed me is when I saw bloody headlines? I don't think Rhodes is back. Rhodes
Oh,
is back to
no.
his best.
I don't
And
know.
I think the thing that angers me the most is the fact that he wears number 6 and he's a striker.
Yeah, why?
It's
No. The
strange.
thing that annoys me as well, Barry Bannon wears number 10. Why does Barry Bannon wear number 10 when he's more like a sentimental CDM than a bloody? I don't. The squad numbers are really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't got as number 1 keeper. We ain't got. I don't think we even got a number 1 this year. They've not given shirt out.
Do you know what weird, right? Back in like 2010 World Cup and stuff like that, Asamoah Gyan used to rate annoy me because he was a striker that was number 3. I don't know why it used to annoy
Why?
me so much.
Yeah,
but
it does
why?
get annoying when you see it visually.
Yeah, it's like playing a keeper up front. If there was someone wearing number 1
It
outfield.
used to annoy when Bale used to play further up front
with
for
number
Tottenham
3.
when he was like
Yeah.
number 2 or number 3.
I
That
thought he was going to take the number 3 when he went back to Spurs.
I don't think he fits number 9.
I don't think it looks weird. I think he was
Nine?
going to. I thought he was going to cost number 3.
7 or 11. He
yeah.
needs to be 7 or 11.
Because number 3 were open because of Rose leaving. Well, he's not left, but he may as well have done.
Well, he
yeah,
hasn't been given a squad number, has he?
No, he hasn't been given a squad number, and obviously, if you've seen the Amazon documentary, then they had a little bit of a fallout in Mourinho's office. We'll just say a little bit.
The look on his face when he found out there were no interest from Milan.
Oh
It was
no,
disgusting, wasn't it?
interest from Milan. No, not yet. We got Newcastle and Bournemouth for you though, but no interest from Milan. No.
That's wounding, that.
Yeah.
You can go to one of the best places, one of the best cities in the world, or you're going to Newcastle.
Yeah, exactly.
I genuinely thought you were going to say one of the best cities in the world, or you can go to Milan.
No, so with Big Brucey, right? Gotta love him. Right.
Anyway, so what is your best signing?
Yeah, Josh Windass. I'd still give it to him because he's only about 500k as well. So you know, it's not
Right,
bad.
throw it to Ben. Barnes has had quite a lot of transfer speculation, but they've definitely
A lot of
had that.
speculation, not as much formulative bids
Yeah.
or actual things coming of it.
Don't know why, because you're worth a couple of billion owners. Somebody else could at least put some money
The
in.
owners are, the club isn't. I think that's what needs to be said.
Yeah,
Because they don't invest really in us.
they could easily invest. Honestly,
They could, but they don't.
They could literally. They could just do your
Head up,
Wolves and just.
It's
They
alright.
could, but they don't. That's the end of the story.
That would be Barnes fan on Twitter.
I mean,
Dominic Freezer.
trying to think. Dominic Freezer.
I feel like that's a good signing.
It is on paper, but it's like I'm looking into it, and he hasn't really done out in his friendlies that he played. He's missed a couple of sitters. I mean, I think he will come good. It's only his first few games, but for me, in terms of the proven signing, it's Kylian Ludovic. Bringing him back on a season-long loan, bringing him back, I was absolutely buzzing.
That's gone under the radar.
It
I
has.
feel like that's gone under the radar because you bringing him back is like phenomenal because then you don't have to worry about that right back issue as much as you do. But you've still not got a backup right back, but you've got that guaranteed start. Yeah, and that's what you needed.
Well, the thing is with Ludovic, he were very, very consistent when he come in January up until end of season. Salzburg allowed us to keep him until the season closed, and then a few days after he went back, it was really weird. I think it was like on a Tuesday or something. He went back. It was saying Kylian Ludovic has gone back to Red Bull Salzburg in Austria, and then a few days later it was like he's back. I'm like, oh, who's this? And then it showed Ludovic. I was like, come on,
I think the weirdest one of those scenarios what's happened recently. Well, when Malik Wilks, did you see that on Twitter? Hull put out in the morning, oh yeah, Malik Wilks has gone back to Barnes after his season-long loan here. Literally, and then people retweeting it thinking, oh thank God his work rate's terrible, all this and that, and then like 5
got some horrible news for you.
signed him on permanent. It was absolutely
No.
Oh, that would have been awkward.
Yeah, but Ludwig, I can't say his name. Ludwig is was very good.
I think he's got a very bright future.
Yeah.
In German football, I think.
Yeah, unless you sign him on permanent.
No, in Bards,
I don't think we've got any chance. I think right now, valued, I reckon he's about a £10 million player. Yeah. I don't think he could.
I'm going to say you might as well sign him, but I don't think Owens are going to give you 10 million to
especially on a right back.
Yeah.
Just send Ben round to talk to him. Then they'll sign him.
What? Just goes over to what? Where is it? Like China?
I can't speak Chinese.
I was going to say go over to China and just...
my whole study of foreign languages is just shouting a bit louder. Go on then, Jack. You tell us yours because I think Liverpool were interesting because it were 2 signs in space of 2 minutes.
I think there's got to be one standout.
I'm going to say you've only got about 3 options out here to choose from.
Yeah, but it's...
And the thing is, the best option isn't the most expensive either.
I know.
Is it? No, it's not the cheapest. But Thiago is literally like... I don't think we could sign anyone better this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's in top 3 midfielders in the world at the moment, I'd say.
Yep.
So I feel like it's not the fact that our midfield wasn't the best, it just wasn't creative enough. Because Keita didn't start as much as he should have done. Wijnaldum didn't get a goal or assist last year. I
personally think Keita should probably be loaned out somewhere.
I think we should start him. I think if we start him week in, week out...
Send him to Rotherham.
Oh, yes. He's going to want to work on the...
because he's definitely heard of Rotherham.
Guardiola.
He plays for Liverpool, not Man City.
Yeah, no, but
he doesn't.
We've got Guardiola.
That's shocking.
Guardiola.
In that case, we've got Strubinho.
Guardiola. The thing they were saying that because one looks like Paul.
Sorry, we
Guardiola.
got the monk.
They look
Yeah.
a lot like
Oh,
him.
right. So then Struble looks like Guardiola. So it's Strubiola.
He doesn't look like him.
Well, they're both bald. They're both bald.
There's a picture of Guardiola and Paul wanting to give a shaking hands. They don't like each other.
They
Brothers.
don't look like each other at all.
Guardiola is a fraud version of a one.
Listen, guys.
Am I-
Here's the real guy.
So you're telling me from when Guardiola's was about, 2 Champions Leagues at least as a manager, he's
Yeah.
been taking advice off of bloody Paul Warne?
Imagine
Give Paul 100 million and he can do something.
I think anyone could. Imagine
I mean,
Pep
not with signings
managing
you bring in.
Rotherham. Imagine Pep managing Rotherham though.
Good signings.
No. I'm just going to put it plain
To
and
be
simple.
fair,
I can't
no.
imagine Pep
I
managing a
think
team
Pep,
that's not
before
got
Pep
a
got
big
the
budget.
Barcelona job, he were actually probably, I think he was going to go to Wigan even and manage Wigan.
Succeed Roberto Martinez. That'd have been quite funny.
But I can't see Pep managing a team that's not got a massive balance.
No, I can't
It's
see
been-
Pep ever managing with a budget less of 100
No.
million.
I'm going to say Bayern have literally got money to splash. They had money, Barcelona.
Something I want to question you all about.
Well,
Will Bayern win the Champions League again this season? In my personal view, yes.
I mean, they've just peed all over a decent German side 8-0.
I think
It
they
says a
will win
lot.
the Champions League again.
Literally, now they've got Sane in, literally they've just improved that side altogether.
Yeah,
I think
Sarni's a
Serge
great
Gnabry is going to be a revelation this season.
signing. Alphonso Davies at left back.
They've
He's a
got
great
so-
player.
It's like the thing is that the typical English cliche. They're still like youngsters up until like 27.
Yeah.
You talk about German football. They've got Alphonso Davies,
Mhm.
19. They've got Serge Gnabry. People always forget that he's only 23. There's go on, what's his face? Pavard.
Yeah, Pavard.
Right back.
He's 22, 23.
Kimmich. How old's Kimmich?
I
Kimmich
think
is
he's
27,
Is he?
roughly.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's got a right baby face, though, hasn't
He's got
Looks
it.
about 12.
I don't think.
They've got a
Is
good.
he?
I'd say.
Are you
he?
sure?
Shocked about that.
I'd say what
I thought he
Germany.
was 24.
Do you want me to get it to? In fact, I don't think I'll be able to. I've
Wait,
got no
yeah.
service.
I think he is. He's between.
This room's crap.
We'll just say between 24 and 27. That's his age. 24.
Nearly his prime.
To be fair.
Let him know in the comments.
Yeah,
know in the
let us
comments.
know in the comments.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
let us know in the comments.
Put down in the comments.
This
How-
is going on YouTube.
We'll know by now how old he is.
Oh yeah. Let us know in the comments that
Yeah.
we definitely won't have looked up on Google.
No, but what
it in the
German
comments.
teams are really good at though is balancing the experience out with the youngsters. Because if you look
Yeah.
at Bayern have got
What
you
German
know
teams are really good at is attacking. Good
Yeah,
football.
if you watch one Bundesliga games, you'll see so many more attacks than like.
literally though behind that young literally Bayern though behind their fairly young defence they've obviously got Neuer that's obviously done it for bloody years. You know,
He's 36 now, though, isn't he? I don't think it's going to be long before we see back a Neuer.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's a
I mean,
goalkeeper.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
to
true,
be
but I just
fair,
don't think it's gonna be long.
he already had a few years ago. He had his little slip, but he's managed to come back. But to be fair, it could have ended up like with De Gea now practically.
Like Joe Hart.
Yeah. Oh God, don't he? As if he's gone to Spurs, like literally.
How does he keep getting big money
I don't
moves?
know.
I'm not being funny at all, but how does he
he
keep
just gets?
maintaining
I swear
that?
down, he just gets free transfers like to big clubs. It's like,
It's because you know what it is. It's the fact that every time he finishes a game, he comes in changing room with a massive box head and shoulders and give a free bottle.
yes,
So that's what
yeah,
it is. That's a staple.
There's arguments of that, but I think it's also going to be like the rule of you've got to have a certain amount of English players in
Yeah,
your
it
squad. Hence why Liverpool brought in that Andy Longeren last year, and the war Lee Grant at Man United, different ones like that.
Carson
Rob
City.
Rob
Yeah.
Green at Chelsea. He went back.
It's I think it'll all be to do with that.
I love how they do it on goalkeepers though, because if they had
Because they know they're not going to play, but they're offering a bit more that Championship clubs will.
and they don't cost as much.
Carson for
wages
City,
and all
ain't he English?
Carson,
Carson,
it's got
yeah.
Carson, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it City.
As if they've reloaned him as well. Like they've brought him back for another year on loan. Why?
Because they need a certain amount of English players in the squad.
I'm gonna say, what do they even do him? Do they let him play under 23s?
that.
Do they
No, they'll
bloody?
just train him.
Well, he can't play under 23s at 38-year-old.
They'll give a load of money, and they'll just tell him to
Piss off, basically.
motivate the squad. He'll be in changing
to
rooms.
Morecambe.
Come on, guys. I've been in this game many years.
I've been in this game many years. I can see the free kick against Conor Ruddy and his final game at Oakwell.
He's telling De Bruyne to work on his distribution.
De Bruyne. You're passing, you're shocking, mate.
Listen here, Kevin.
You will never be as good as Tom Huddleston.
Or Tom Cleverley.
I've played with the likes of Tom Huddleston. You'll never be as good as him.
Oh,
You're a
God.
fraud.
Where even is he now? Like what?
Tom Huddleston?
Yeah.
Isn't he still at Hull?
No, he's at
In a ditch.
oh no.
Derby?
No,
No, Derby were a few years
I'm thinking
ago.
about Jake Livermore.
Hi, he gone completely bye-bye.
Yeah, I think so.
You're actually quite a good baller. You know when you were at Spurs, you were solid.
Yeah,
You were solid, lad.
I went to Hull.
And then went to Derby.
Yeah, Derby.
As I said, like you. Derby.
Derby.
Yeah, they're a weird club to be fair
Derby.
because you don't even know where they're even going to finish. Just 1 minute they're alright, and next minute they're absolutely bloody shocking.
I don't think they've got good enough players, mate, to chance the playoffs.
Because the manager is there. There's nothing wrong with the manager. The players are, 1 minute they're bloody, losing. 1 minute one's driving cars into a tree.
I shouldn't laugh.
One's driving a car into a tree.
Yeah.
Bless Richard Keogh. Weren't his fault.
End of the day, though, he's the captain and he should have been aware on that situation. And now, but
I think he's the captain. What's he meant to do? Tell him where to
I
drive?
think.
Not sat now.
He's not the captain off the pitch, Pons.
No,
He's
but
still another bloke.
Technically, it's his duty, though, isn't it? Really.
What, to look
sort
after
of-
every single first team player?
he'll be sat in car.
Turn left. He'll be their own personal sat nav. Turn right.
No, I think that they got
Straight
rid
up.
I think.
Into second gear now.
Yeah. I think the only reason though why they got rid of Keogh and not any others is because
He's older.
He's older and others are a lot more value. Not going to get rid of Lawrence, are you? Because he's worth what?
Good driving.
Yeah, Lawrence. I'd say they could, knowing today's market, they could probably get about 6 mil for him, like easy. Like,
Well, how much
He's
did
the one who's
Tony?
played for
How much Ivy Tony went to Brentford for?
10 mil.
10 mil.
That, I'm not being funny at all, is ridiculous.
Well, not be funny, Arrow, but Brentford are masters of like.
Yeah,
making
I'm
money
just
from that.
saying.
That's
It's
Ollie
all-
Watkins money. That.
No, they sold Ollie Watkins for 33 mil. He's not worth 33 mil.
But the thing is that Ivan Toney worth 10.
No.
He scored out
No,
of...
but from that, they've made 23 mil.
Yeah, right. But get this right. Ivan Toney scored how many goals in League One last year?
He was top goal scorer.
Top goal scorer. How many get? Like mid-20s.
Yeah, mid-20s.
Sam Winall in the season that Barnsley went up when we won at Wembley twice, scored 24 goals in that season. We sold him for less than 500 grand to Wednesday.
Yeah, literally. We paid him like what stupid wage, like probably about 5,000 more than earning at Barnsley.
Precisely.
To be fair
Exactly the
though,
same as what happens with Ross.
Sam Winnell, he did show flashes of really good quality, but the problem is I don't know why he only moved for the money because we had about 5 other strikers that were better. I mean, he knew that obviously because back then we were pushing for playoffs and we were in a good position for it. So we had a lot better strikers and a lot better form. So I don't know. If I were him, I'd have been like, well, why? Because there's so many other players in front of me. Even Nui were getting picked over him at one point. Big Nui. He's gone. I'm so sad about that. Big Nui's gone.
How long's he been at Wednesday? 8 years?
Yeah, 8
Something like
years.
that.
He only hit his 50th goal the other week, like other month against Fulham.
That's Tom Bradshaw level.
Literally, before we had like Jos Lukai as manager and we had all them injuries, right? He won about 17 goals after like 5 years. Literally, didn't out, and then he just banged about 20 goals in one season.
Going back to what you said about you selling players on for right cheap. It happens like a Rodman. We could have got like 10 mil for Semi Ajayi. Look at him now.
You could say,
Flashing out in Prem.
how much
We
is
sold him for $1 mil.
that?
1 mil.
It?
1 mil.
You could say I thought he would be well.
But we sold
But
him.
that's the difference between
Will
clubs like
Volts.
Barnsley and Rotherham
but
and other clubs around our country. We're
even-
not as stubborn.
I know, I know.
Even this year, there's some weird dealings going on. And Barcelona are literally chucking their players out for like $1 mil. I've heard Vidal went for $1 million.
Yeah.
What
Leicester
about
went
that?
for Andres.
Rakitic, 4.3 million to Sevilla.
I'm
And
gonna
what,
say-
what did the value in when PSG were interested in? Like
They
3
rejected
years?
90 million.
Yeah.
They rejected 90 million for the season after to sell him for
The same
4.3.
Rakitic, but I don't think he's even that bad to be worth like 4 mil.
He's not bad. He's not bad at all.
I'd bring him in. Bring him in next to Barry Banner. Need another centre mid.
Don't
All
get
those
carried
things
away.
on Football Manager, when you get a bargain, you're like, bloody hell.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
is
That
like
was,
some-
that were Rakitic, that one.
It
It's
is
like
like some-
Vidal to Inter's probably the best like deal. what's
$1
happened
mil,
this
literally. You
year.
might as well just give him for
Purely because of
free.
the price and that.
Two nice one to watch cards right there.
Well, we'll talk about FIFA when it comes out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alison.
Well, The first thing though is there's no demo, so we don't know what to. There's no demo for FIFA this year. First time in forever.
I'm just gonna bite the bullet though. Still.
I'm not saying I never played demo anyway.
Yeah, to be fair, I've got EA Play, so I'll play top 7,
Yeah,
like
EA Play
8-6. So it's it's.
No, if you've got EA Play, you can have first.
I tell you what,
Go
one
first.
one
Oh,
thing I
nice.
want to ask you, coming back to the whole signings thing about clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
Go on.
There's one thing I want to bring back. If there's one position or any player that you might have in mind of that position that you want to sign for your club, who would it be? Starting with you, Harrison.
Dan Barlasser, centre mid from Newcastle. It's meant to be happening this Thursday, tomorrow. if it doesn't,
There'll be tears.
no, there'll be tears of my own tears. It'll be like violence. I'm going to Newcastle, dragging him myself. I'll get him, I'll blindfold him, tie him up, put him into a van, bring him back to Rotherham, where he belongs.
What about you, Luke?
Strong statement.
Well, there are a few things. Reach needs to piss off now. He's had enough.
Whoa.
So I'm tired of him.
He doesn't like Adam Reach.
No, because honestly,
Neither do I, after that fluke goal that he scored at Chuffin Hillsborough. Kicks it with
You
one
ain't
foot,
sure-
hits his other and
Yeah.
loops
that
in.
no, honestly, I think I've got that like record. That was
Of course
so
you have
weird.
puns.
That was so weird. Or a
What'd you say every
goal.
night?
Master of jammy goals.
No.
Well,
Full
to be
stop.
fair, he does score.
And
He
good
has.
goals.
He has scored some screamers.
I'm not
though.
talking about Reach, I'm talking about Wednesday in general.
Oh, Wednesday. Yeah, we not created that.
The world's
Just get rid of
jammiest
they're a
goals.
crap club. Just
Yeah.
completely.
I,
Show
don't,
us
I,
them.
you- I can't even see what happened. You know when Thingy scored at Rotherham, I don't even know what happened with that goal. Honestly,
Oh, he tapped it in.
Yeah, that-
in 110th minute.
that yeah.
I'm gonna zoom in on that. That was
That was the
brilliant.
game. That was the game that made Rotherham fans
I
start
had to-
thinking
I had
we're
to-
going down now. 2-1 up. We absolutely battered them as well.
Yeah,
Like,
it
we
actually did as well.
You know, we gave a good spanking. And Gordon comes in. Bear in mind, we're a minute over at a time now, and we clear it, and we're thinking, referee, you've got to whistle for a reason. Blow it. Now you knock it back over. Forest area has a shot.
Yeah.
Another corner.
Literally.
We're thinking, it's going to be a last kick at game. Knocks it in, gets cleared again. We're like, referee, blow your whistle.
Yeah.
They knock it in, and it's like bobbling around, and one of the defenders gets a touch, and it goes in. And they're all going mental.
You just
Like, they're all,
no.
all Wednesday fans are going,
Literally.
What do you mean?
You just like equalised against little old Rotherham, Toy Town as they call us. Heartbreaking. That sent us down.
we
as
don't
well.
call you Toy Town.
No, Wednesday do.
Yeah, apparently.
Anyway, what do you think? Where do you think Barnes needs to strengthen? Just one. You've got one time.
Everywhere.
Weirdly enough, I think we need to bring in a striker. Not because Chaplin, Woodrow, Schmidt are bad, but there needs to be something else thrown in mix in order to decide
Give
who's going to get
competition.
that place. Precisely. I think we need to bring in an experienced striker. I was kind of annoyed when Chris Martin went to whoever he went in League One. I think Chris Martin would have been ideal. So someone along them lines, Chris Martin. I can't think of any other examples, but he's like prime example. A strong, physical, experienced striker.
Should have
and
brought
that's
Nui
exactly
in. Should have took Nui offers.
Well, no.
Out of contract, innit? Perfect.
Yeah, but he's just a gangly streak of piss.
He scored a beautiful penalty at Oakwell. Oh.
Shut up, Pons.
What do you mean a beautiful penalty?
And it weren't a pen either.
Well, true, but we're not.
That's just what I mean.
I'm gonna say-
It weren't a pen either.
gonna say-
Because he didn't touch
How do you
him.
score a
I saw-
beautiful penalty?
I saw
I suppose
our,
if you if you got it from behind,
like,
just
Penenka it as
swerved
well,
into
yeah.
the top
Top
right
corner.
corner.
No, when I saw Wednesday's tick the other day, they're still throwing shade at Barnes for that Winnell goal. You know where Davies does that.
You always do,
Yeah.
because Wednesday can't let things go.
They're living in the past.
Shut Ray. You're
It's like Leeds.
Living in the past.
I don't want to start this debate now, but I was having a conversation with him there. He thinks Wednesday's in top 5 biggest clubs in England.
no, I'd put it in top 10, not top 5.
Top 10! Top 10!
Yes.
You're living in top 50! Rotherham are bigger!
Fuck off, top 10!
Rotherham are bigger!
Tiny. Bigger. Rotherham are not bigger at all.
Yeah, we have a massive.
Right.
We got one here, look.
By the way, you don't need to ask me who we need to sign because Liverpool are absolutely just going to batter at league again. Anyway, to end this podcast.
That's another strong statement to say all last season. You were saying, we're not doing it, we're not doing it, we're not doing it, we're not doing
We're
it.
not- Mate, did you see how? No, I'm not saying that. We're battering league.
You are saying something then.
No, we're battering league.
Uh,
That's all I need to say. We are battering this league.
This is just the deluded Wendy way.
Piss off, Ray.
All fans are deluded, aren't they?
Anyway,
All Wednesday
to end
fans.
this podcast, I want to have this quick debate. Because I just said someone thinks Wednesday's in top 5 biggest clubs in England. I nearly dropped my pint.
What pint? What pint? Because whenever he's drinking, to think that, I want some in
Yeah,
it.
I want some right.
Anyway, what are the top 5 biggest clubs in England? I've already got mine because I've had this debate.
Right.
I'll say Liverpool, United,
Yep.
Forest,
What?
Forest.
Bloody hell, you chatting?
As in, is it big,
All time, not
big,
now.
big club as in
Not
history?
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
in history, then why aren't we in top 10/5?
When was the last time you won Champions League?
Villa,
A long time
Villa, and Leeds. They're top 5 biggest clubs in English history.
I've probably put Arsenal up there.
In my opinion, so.
In history, English football specifically, it's going to be Liverpool, Man United.
I think those two are guaranteed. Liverpool,
Yeah.
United, are like.
Liverpool, United. If you're basing it on history, then you've got to say Leeds and Forest, and then I think I'm going to have to throw Arsenal in mix.
Yeah.
Just because
Arsenal,
Invincibles and when they used to be involved.
That's
in
a
it
shout
like
though. It was between Villa and Arsenal for me. Those,
Yeah.
those were really hard to pick.
Me personally, I'd replace. Might be controversial.
Oh.
I'd replace Forest with Villa. Purely
And
because.
put Arsenal up and put Arsenal in.
But Arsenal as well, because Villa have also won the Champions League, similar time to Forest, and they, obviously,
Forest won it twice.
apart from a few years ago, they were one of the only clubs not to get relegated from the Prem.
Yeah.
Like they've been in Prem for God knows decades, a century.
That's fair. And Pons,
Yeah, I'd have to say something similar. Say Liverpool, United.
you just said Wednesday were in top 5, so what's going to happen here
So,
now?
right, I said top 10 a minute ago, right?
So whereabouts in that top
Where's
10
your
do they
top
come?
10 then? What's your top 10?
Where does no, not what's his top 10, but where does Wednesday come?
I'm probably between 8th and 10th. I'd say there is some other.
They're not even biggest club in Sheffield.
Oh!
Historical wise, we are technically the biggest.
Yeah,
club in
yeah, I
Sheffield,
suppose so.
by
I
a
mean,
mile.
your stadium is a whole heap of bloody
Hey.
history. We all rusty, chuffing
Oh,
pavements
yeah,
looking
that
like they're about to
honestly.
fall on me and
No,
kill me.
it's
Yeah, that's
in the
stadium.
history book for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
You need to knock it down. It's
It needs,
awful.
honestly, I agree. It needs knocking down. Not even gonna lie, it needs knocking down.
But yeah, what is his overall top 5s? So Liverpool, United. I'm saying
I'd say
Forest, Leeds. I think it's the last one what we're struggling on. Arsenal.
The-
I'd say Arsenal.
the Vibe Media top 5 biggest clubs in our opinion. There's the top 2 definite of United and Liverpool. There's now a mix up between these last 3. There's Forest, Villa, Leeds, Arsenal. It's between them 4 that we've got to pick 3. Who are we leaving out?
I'm saying
Forest.
Forest.
Leeds.
I'm debating it now.
I mean,
I'm just gonna say Arsenal for fun, innit? Just so it's just a split way.
so it's all down on me now.
Forest and Villa both are
You just said
Champions League.
Yeah,
careers.
but don't forget Forest haven't been at the level that they need to be for a long
Yeah,
time.
I know.
Villa have been around there, and Villa have like been a bit on and off, but Forest have been.
Forest did get relegated from the Premier a long time.
They got.
But so did Leeds. Leeds haven't been up there for years either.
No, they.
That's
Are.
right.
And all Leeds did was get to a semi-final right in Champions League.
Yeah.
no, but I'm on about like the fan base. Like how big is Leeds?
The fan base and with everything incorporated with history at club, they are a big club, but are they in the top 5?
I'd say.
They are another one of those clubs though. When they were struggling, they barely got any fans.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the thing is. You literally see videos of, like before Bielsa came.
Well,
there was
when
no fans there.
you remember that goal that Marco Matthias
yeah,
scored?
that's what I was thinking.
When he scored that goal,
there were like
at
a
Ellen
pan.
Road.
There were like a pan at all the fans you could see.
Barely any
There were
fans.
hardly any on that stand. Where
So who are we throwing out? You're saying Leeds.
I say for Leeds.
I'm saying we're gonna. Yeah, I'd change that to Leeds purely because they're practically set of glory hunters at the moment.
I'll say Leeds as well.
I
We'll
still think
settle
the
for
history
Leeds.
is
We'll
as
settle.
good.
So Leeds has been
Rest.
thrown out. So our top 5: Liverpool, Man United,
Mm.
Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, Arsenal.
I'm happy with it.
In that specific order.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Wraps
I
it
think,
up then.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you for watching the first podcast. It's going to become a running thing every Wednesday. We're going to record it. Not sure when it's going to be uploaded. Hopefully the same day. Depends who's editing it. If I'm editing it, give it about 3 months. If Ben's editing it, hopefully
The
by the
next
end of
day.
today. Yeah.
Your
So
heads.
yeah, make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow on where we're putting it SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, YouTube.
Putting it everywhere.
Twitter.
Every
It'll,
single.
it'll be everywhere.
It'll
Just
be
check his
everywhere.
socials
We're
and
gonna have
then-
billboards up in streets and
Yeah.
lot, right? You can't miss it.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Right, thank you.
See you later.
In a
See you
bit.
next week.